Yes, indeed. Good morning. What's happening? It's a Freedom Friday. And y'all know why it's Freedom Friday? Because apparently the Dark Knight himself has put in an appeal. Yeah, that's right. And I told y'all before that trial even started, I told y'all that it was a possibility that he would try to get Mr. Orange involved to get him a pardon. I told y'all that. Now what just came out in the media? I told you he's looking at him to pardon him. But before he can pardon, he put the appeal in. Now I don't know if they're gonna grant it or deny it. More than likely, somebody wants to keep him in jail. So somebody's gonna probably try to deny it. More than likely. But he has appealed his sentencing. He's appealed trying to go to trial court and all that shit. Somebody tried to keep him in there. He's trying to get out. Now, I told y'all that Mr. Can't Stop, Won't Stop has got a few tricks up his sleeve. I told y'all that shit. This is the Dark Knight. I told you that shit. Not only that, he possibly could have Mr. Orange in a compromising position. Possibly, allegedly. I don't know their business. I know they was chummy. I know that they was really close. You have a picture of them holding hand, well, Trump is holding his hand. So apparently they was in cahoots business-wise, or something was in that, it's something right there in the mixture. They was close right there, doing some type of business. And I don't know if the Dark Knight got so close to him that he knew all of his business, which maybe he did. And maybe Mr. Orange told him some shit, and he know his business. Or maybe the Dark Knight actually seen this shit with his own two eyes for himself. And hey, man, he possibly could have some shit just like Jazane Maxwell got some shit on top of him too that can put his ass in some serious scrutiny being the president. So these two people that are locked down, notice it, one is black, one is white. Now this current president, who is white, has two decisions to make. Ironically, as God would have it herself, they are black and white people, to free them. Y'all don't see the symbology of this right here? See, this is deeper. See, y'all looking at shit surfacely on the surface level. But this shit is deeper. You always got to look deeper on some shit. Now, these two people who are black and white have Mr. Orange allegedly in a compromising position. Both of them. Because both of them know dirt on him. Both of them could spill a whole lot of orange tea. Especially when it comes to Jeffrey Epstein. If they know tea, if they seen some tea, and I'm pretty sure Jazane Maxwell know a lot of tea because she was right there, step with Epstein. So she seen Trump probably around a lot of times. And I'm not saying Mr. Orange did anything. He could have just been there being a witness and just enjoying the festivities, laughing and kikiing. But we all know that this is the same cat that said grab him by the pussy. You dig? He is the same cat that told y'all, and yeah, you can grab him by the pussy. This has came out of his mouth. This ain't what nobody else said. He's on film saying, yeah, you can grab him by the pussy. So somebody allegedly wanted to keep dirt and track on him in case he do some effery. Now here we are in 2025, right? And he's in the seat of power, which he's been abusing. It's been an abuse and misuse of power. First of all, you misused it because you stole the election. Stole the election from somebody who was elected to be president, Kamala. And by the way, speaking of Kamala, whoever's on Kamala's team, that's doing any type of promo for her or on her team, that's trying to keep her in the media, man, y'all are some very well strategized folks. I gotta tip my hat to you and salute you for bringing her book out. I don't know if y'all seen it, but she got a book she wrote called 107 Days. 107 Days of, cause that's the shortest campaign in history to run for the presidency. 107. And here she's talking about her experiences, you know, how she felt, how people made her feel, her principal policies, things she stood on. Man, look here. I can't tell y'all how strategized that is, especially at this particular time, and you got this current presidency and this much fire and heat. You got his name is bubbling in controversy right now. See, this is to tell you, this is a punt, that's a jab to tell y'all, see there, I told you should have picked me. Bam, see there, y'all didn't want to believe me, this cat was corrupt and unfit for the presidency. Bow. Let me hit you again in the jaw. See what I'm saying? I told you I was the one you should have picked. I was the selected one, but they stole it from me. See, this right here is strategy. This is political strategy. And while we talking, and I know she's not running for governor of California. I do know that. I understand that. But she's still going to be around. Hopefully, she might do a second run for president. Hopefully. I don't know. Maybe she will, maybe she won't. But hopefully, she'll run again. But speaking of political jabs, the governor, because I feel like she's going to be governor of Georgia, the governor, Keisha Lance Bottoms, it has been endorsed by, you might well say, the people, because the people that back this organization backs a lot of support for people who don't have a lot of health care, low-income families, you know, the roots, the groundwork, the ground roots of a campaign. These people are going full throttle in support of the Keisha Lance Bottoms. Mayor, former mayor of Atlanta, Georgia, is running for the governor's office coming up in this election. And what a time. What a time, y'all. What a time it is. What a time to see such prestigious women rise into power at this particular time. It is amazing for all young women to see this. This is amazing for women like myself to see this. And I truly do believe. And I saw that what's her name, Marjorie Greene Taylor pulled out to run for governor. She pulled out of it. So she's out of the race. That's one Republican gone. Thank goodness. She out of it. And no disrespect to the other Democrats that's running. No disrespect to y'all. But you were talking about running up against a woman that handled the city of Atlanta with a firm, iron grip, stood on her principles, her business. You understand me? Now, it was a lot of shit that happened under her watch that was out of her control, though. You can't control what folk gonna do and act a fool out here. So y'all be trying to put on her, well, remember when the riot happened downtown at the CNN building and they were burning no cars? Hey, man, she can't control that. She's not God. That's out of her control. So you can't blame her and put that on her watch. But you can put on her watch the fact that she ran this goddamn city like a queen, like a matriarch should have. Now, you can say that. But anytime you get in power, you can't control what nobody doing. So you can't put that shit on her. But when I tell you the lady that's from Atlanta, Georgia, ran her city thoroughly with a clad iron fist, and didn't take no shit. You understand me? And I will be glad to see her sworn in as the governor of Georgia. Now, shout out to Stacey Abrams, because Stacey Abrams made history when she ran, because she was the first black woman to run. Shout out and salute to Stacey Abrams. But this time around, this is the perfect timing where we will see if it's not stolen from her, if the Republicans don't come up with some type of effery, we will see the first black woman governor of Georgia, from the ATL, where we do it so well. You dig what I'm saying? It will be the Keisha Lance Bottoms, Governor Keisha Lance Bottoms, okay? And I'm excited to see it. I'm here for it. I can't wait to start voting. When we start casting our ballot, because I'm there. You dig? Because I listen, I can't have nobody else in there that don't know how to run a ship like she ran Atlanta. And Atlanta is a big task to run. If you get in that seat of mayoral, if you get to be a mayor of this city, that's big shoes to fill, bro. Not only that, this is a black city. People talking about, oh, if it's still the Mecca gone. No. You can't destroy, even if, let me tell y'all something. Even if there were more ethnicities that were to move to Atlanta, right? And there were more white folk buying property in Atlanta, it would still be the black knuckle. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because it was built off the backs of black people. So you can't erase that. So nothing that can be done now. And there is no new Atlanta. Y'all might well kill that. It's no new Atlanta. None whatsoever. Only thing new about it is the buildings and the people. But those of us that are originally from Atlanta, born here, and that means our DNA is from right here, right? Ours. Ain't no new Atlanta. It's just new shit that you see. It's just new structures. You know what I'm saying? But ain't no new. And they just going up on prices because they know y'all gonna want to come here and need somewhere to stay at. That's it. That's it. Other than that, shit, everything's the same. Ain't that changed. You know what I'm saying? But again, to run a city like this, and I salute Mayor Dickens, because you ain't heard no controversy about Mayor Dickens running Atlanta. You don't even hear him. He quiet as a mouse. You don't hear no scandals about Mayor Dickens at all. That's another mayor that's from Atlanta that went to Mays High School. So again, I mean, undeniably, you could tell the real leaders that come from the black Mecca. A black city ran by black people will always be a black city. Always, no matter what. That's just what it is, because that's who built the city. That's where it came from. That's how it got so popular. And that's why people love to come here, because it was built off the backs of the heart of black people who fought for freedom and civil rights. So you can never take that from us, ever. I don't give a fuck how many buildings you put up, hotel, people move here from here to there. I don't care where they from. Atlanta will always be in forever ATL. Forever black. You understand me? You might well put forever black on our city, baby. FB. FBATL. You hear me? So anyway, I'm going to get on off here, man. But, you know, I just had to point that out, man. You know, to run a city like this and then you stepping into the governor's shoes, it's appropriate. It makes sense. And I know our current DA is quiet because, you know, she has some legal troubles. But she's still DA. Fani Willis. The Fani Willis is running the DA's office with an ironclad fist. Another woman, fierce, not afraid of anything, to be attacked in the media, not afraid. She was the first woman in history to bring a president, and I got to point this out because we the only city to do it. I don't know of another one. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know another city that brought a mugshot of the president to their city. This orange-head nickel was booked with a mugshot in Atlanta, Georgia, in Atlanta, GA, which will forever in history be on his record, will be in the hands of time You will forever see that mugshot of Mr. Orange coming all the way from where he came from to take that picture. And who brought him there? Who made that possible? What woman was fierce enough from the DA's office to prosecute him and bring him to justice? Who did it? And you see how they lynched her in the media for it, right? But she's still standing. She's still in her position. By the way, she's a fierce-ass Scorpio, by the way. Shout out to Funny Willis. Okay. But anyway, I'm going to get on off here, man. This is Female Friday, Freedom Friday. Baby, it's all of it. So do y'all think the Dark Knight going to get out? Will his appeal be real enough? Will his appeal be real enough to get out? Will Mr. Orange, who's in compromising position, free him and Jazane Maxwell because they got the tea? They got some orange tea on him. And is the Dark Knight spilling tea on Trump? On Mr. Orange? Is the Dark Knight telling things? Which is why these photos is leaking. I'm not saying he behind it allegedly. I'm just saying that he could be giving some tea. He could be. Because he knew him. He fought with him. They from New York City. He probably got a lot of dirt on him. I know Jazane do. I know she do, because she was right there with Epstein and him. So, what a tangle where we weave when we conspire to deceive. Now, did South Park get it wrong? Did y'all see the South Park scene when he was in the bed with the devil? When Mr. Orange was right there next to the devil in the bed? And who did the devil represent in that picture? Who are they talking about? I guess we'll see, won't we?